Hi everyone, in this tutorial we're going to learn how to file your income tax return by filling ITR1 form. So before filing this form, there are few conditions which you need to be aware of, that who can fill ITR1 form. So if you are an individual being a resident, so if you are a resident of India and having total income up to 50 lakhs, and if you are earning something from the salaries or one house properties, or you have some other sources of income, for example, if you have some FTs and you are getting interest for them, and if you are having some agriculture income up to 5,000, so all those conditions that are clearly mentioned at the income tax India e-filing government site. So if you are fulfilling those conditions, then you can file your income tax return via this ITR1 form. Just make sure NRIs can't file their income tax return with ITR1 form. So they need to file ITR2 form, and I've made another video for the NRIs and all. Okay, so there are offline utilities, uh, like you can file it offline. You can use Microsoft Excel or Java utilities. You can download it from here, from Income Tax India site, and you can also file this income tax return from online. So if you go on site, uh, if you have not registered yet, there's a link here. Register yourself, so you can get yourself registered. If you already have account, it's very easy. You can log in and file this, right? So before filling this form, just make sure you have form 16 in hand, and we can go through, and then we can, yeah, fill all those details. Okay, so let's log in. Going to filling login. Oh, all right. Yeah, so I'm on dashboard, and then yeah, go to filing of income tax return. Then I can click fresh form. So assessment year, I'm filing for 2019-20. So that is a financial year 1 year back, like 2018 19. Then ITR form number, you can select ITR1, filing type, that's original, revise, submission mode. So here you have both options, prepare and submit online and upload XML. So if you have downloaded all those utilities, you can generate XML file. If not, if you're doing online, you can select this online option as well, right? Uh, yeah, so I usually prefer this online bit because it has all those pre-filled details as well, and yeah, then you can do all those. So yeah, this will ask a few pre-filled details, and you can select continue. Yeah, so here also you could see all those details are mentioned, like who should fill ITR1 form, and there are very basic instructions mentioned here, like uh, you don't need to press backspace button, Indian rupees, calendar, and all gray out fields are either auto-filled or non-editable. So whatever you're doing, just it's good to save as a draft, and all this. So all these are the basic details. When you go on the part A, general information, so here you need to just fill all those basic details, like your name, PAN number, and all. So this is a tab, computation of income and tax. So this is something you need to fill all those details, and it's very easy, because if you all these details are, all these options or all these fields are directly aligned with your form 16. So if you have form 16 in hand, you could easily see that, like this first one, gross total salary. So this is automatically, it would be coming here. You should be filling salary as per section 17.1. So I have opened form 16 here. So if you see, I mean, you could check your form 16, and you will see that it is clearly mentioned. So it's aligned whatever is there in your form 16. So if you see here, salary is per previous 17.1, right? And that's a similar bit, whatever you are earning, you can mention it here, right? So this is just a sample one, right? So as per your detail, you can mention then like value of per quiz as per section 17.2. So if you have anything in your form 16, I'm just showing you that all these options or values are directly aligned with your form 16. So it's very easy to fill. You don't need to think of like which option or which value to fill out there, right? So once you fill all those details, uh, these will be auto calculated. So if I fill, for example, if I fill somewhere 4 lakhs, see it is all auto populated and all, right. So if I get this next is if the net salary is all populated, if professional tax and all, you can fill if there is anything. Then type of house property. So if you are having some house on rent or you're self-occupied, if you're living there, you can choose options accordingly. So uh, if you're putting if you're selecting self-occupied, you don't have to fill anything. But if you selecting as a let out, then you need to fill like how much rent you are getting and tax paid of local authority. So whatever tax you are paying, maybe you are paying something for the bills or utilities bill, house tax and all, so that you can put it here, right? So you can select accordingly, depends upon how you're dealing with this, right? Okay, so this is house property and all. This section is B3, income from other sources, right? So if you select it drop down, you'll see like interest from saving account and bank deposit also. If you have saving account and maybe you're getting some interest from saving account, that you need to add here. So you could select here and put whatever interest you are getting. If you are getting something from the deposit, you could select it and fill it accordingly, right? You can select more options, uh, like if you are getting something from from income tax refund, that you could select here. The family pension was is grayed out here, but if you have something from the family pension, you will see that it if you select here, then yeah, it would be it out here, right? Okay, so these all are income bit and part C. So once you fill your all your incomes, then in part C, you need to fill all your savings, right? So whatever you saved in the financial year, you'll have to fill all those details here. So as a part of your, uh, so suppose you have spent something on a PPF account or LICs, or if you have taken anything as a equity shares, so all combined uh, details you can fill it here. So but yeah, the maximum amount is 150,000. So for example, if I put here 2,50,000 as saving, it will only take 1,50,000, right? So whatever you are saving, the maximum would be only 1,50,000, right? And there are other options like payment in respect pension fund, or if you are saving something from the pension fund or pension schemes and all. So whatever you have, you can fill it accordingly. And yeah, so if you're taking any loan or for higher education, so whatever option you see as per your savings, you can fill all those details accordingly, right? Any exempt income for reporting purpose, if you have anything from it, say all those income, agriculture income or section, all those are mentioned here. So you can put options and then file, and then put the details accordingly, right? And yeah, so once you fill all the details, this part D, computation of tax payable, so this will be fill automatically. The only thing of the relief, which if you think there's some relief as a part of your 10E form, then you need to put details here. Otherwise, yeah, you can leave it all. Okay. So once you do it, just save as a draft. It's good to save everything as a draft, right? So this section, so part A is the general information where you just be filling all those your details. Computation of income and tax where you are filling your all incomes and savings. Okay, so that's the one part. Tax details. So this is something where, so for example, if you have taken some fixed deposits or someone deducting tax on your data source, so all those details should be here. Generally, it will be auto-populated from your 26 AS form, but yeah, if not, then you could fill all those details accordingly, and you can put TAN number, uh, gross receipt, which is subject to deduction and all, right? So that will also tell you like how much you need to, if there's a tax deducted, and you need to file if you need to claim all this year. So uh, normally, I mean, that's what I was telling you. It's very easy for the online, and because it's auto-populated. If you're filling something on the offline, you'll have to fill all these details manually. And for this option, for this section also, you need to put all the details manually. So, for example, if you are putting these details and you're not claiming any tax, then yeah, they won't be giving you a refund, right? So just make sure that you are doing all those bits. Okay, so next part is tax part paid and verification. Here you will see after putting all those details, you will see how much refund you would be getting, and obviously the bank account and all. So that you need to mention here, right? Any donations, if you are giving any donations as a part of a TG, you'll have to mention here, and similarly for uh, this section, donation at TG GNA. Okay. So once you do it, just save as a draft, and yeah, once you've done all this with, just submit, preview, and submit, and yeah, then you can submit all this form, right? So this is very easy. There's a you can do it by yourself, right? And it's hardly take 5 to 10 minutes. Okay. So let me know in comment section if you see any issues. Like and share this video if you find something useful, and subscribe the channel for any latest videos. Okay, thank you.